Good evening, everyone. We're bouncing around the viewing area trying to get you the best action, and we found the boys basketball game that will do just that. Little number 1 Kearney NATO had a much tougher visitor than expected tonight. That would be the Forest Park Trojans. Pick up the action in the third quarter. Wade Shetter goes behind his back around one man, changes hands, puts it up and in. He had 22. Wolves led by 8 in the third, but the Trojans went on a huge scoring spree over the next 7 minutes, 26-7. Inside, Lee Graff for 2. He had 20. Forest Park ahead by 11, 54-43. Then Keenan Lampinen for 3 of his 25. Kearney within 8, 56-48. The comeback continues. Lampinen inside, and that one works out. But quickly to the other end of the court, Forest Park will score as Austin Snell drops the outside shot, 59-54 Trojans. Trojans leading by 4. Graff will get a hold of the ball after a couple seconds, puts it up and in. Forest Park leads by 6, and Forest Park pulls off the upset tonight in Kearney, 70-67. To the scoreboard, where Superior Central had no trouble with Rapid River. Trevor Mackey had 20 points, and several of his friends were in double figures as well. North Central 68, Bark River Harris 37. Sault Ste. Marie, no trouble with Rogers City. Brennan Danielson and Gage Kresge each had 20 for St. Ignace. Saints down Rudyard 80-54. Cedarville, a tough time with a good Brimley team. 66-62, Trojans hang on. Detour 71, Engadine 44, and it was Sheboygan taking care of Newberry 74-40. Back to the viewing area, Manistee at number 2 Negaunee of the Big 5 poll. Manistee off to a good start. It is Tyler Kangas to Zach Lambert. Tough shot, gets the friendly roll, and the Emeralds have a 2-0 lead. That's the good news. The bad news is that might be the last lead they had all night. Brock Weaver, Tanner Uren, yes. Hendrik Katona caught the pass in the middle, that tied it at 2. Then Uren will drive, he will miss, but Andrew Katona will do the dirty work underneath, puts it back up and in. He had a double-double tonight of 11 points and 10 rebounds. Negaunee leads 10-4. Tyler Jandrin, Brock Weaver, off the glass and good, 14-4 Negaunee. Manistee keeps it close in the first quarter with a couple of three-pointers. Connor Selling here. That made it 16-7 Negaunee. And a couple minutes later, Zach Lambert to Tony Floyd. And that 3 brings Manistee within 18-12 at the quarter. However, Negaunee shortly thereafter went on a 15-0 run. Tyler Jandrin had 21 points, and it was a victory for the Miners, 84-39. Back to the numbers. West Iron County 7 better than Norway, 52-45. Austin Laura, another good performance for the Whitecons. Gwynn, big road victory at Munising, 48-44 in overtime. Calumet scored with 3 seconds left, then Houghton's Trent Kettery nails a 3-pointer at the buzzer, and the Gremlins edge Calumet 40-39. 7 wins in a row for Hancock, 55-49, this one over Chassell. Uintral Creek 54, Lots 51. Lake Linden-Hubbell, number 3 in the Little 5 poll, easily gets past Dollar Bay. Uintral Creek visits Lake Linden-Hubbell Saturday night. Republic Michigamme in the win column again, 47-32, getting past Baraga. 3 players at 15 points or more for Jeffers, easily getting past Watersmeet, 67-30. Yes, another good night for Adam Mackey. He had 24. Ironwood gets past Holton Springs, 57-50. Taylor Smith, 30. Ben Zielinski, 21. The Bessemer Speed Boys down South Shore, 65-52. Drummond, 56. Wakefield Marinesco, 32. Brett Brandstrom scores 20. Mid-Peninsula holds off a stubborn North Dickinson team, 60-56. Let's go to the girls. Number 2, Houghton, and Elisa Jermu taking on number 3, Kingsford. Houghton quality with the miss, but Amber Larson is there for the putback, and the Flivers have a 2-0 lead. Gremlins would respond. Natalie Dotto to Elisa Jermu. Is she going right? Yes, she is going right. She lays it up and in, and it's 5-2 Orange and Black. Gremlins add to the lead. Ashley Carroll, Sydney Dillinger. Around the rim and in. That makes it 12-8 Houghton. With time running out in the first, Kingsford gets a 3-point play as Hannah Tresetter finds Amber Larson. She takes it in for the layup and the foul. 12-11 Houghton after 1. But in the second, the Gremlins take over. Jermu especially misses the layup, gets her own rebound and the putback plus the foul. She had 27. Houghton downs Kingsford 63-35. Also in Dickinson County, we check on a really kind of an interesting seesaw game between Norway and West Iron County. Castleton Pleaser finds Emily Christensen, and it's a 4-0 West Iron lead. Knights respond. A few minutes later, Rachel Connery to Shelby Matinich, and that cuts the lead, the deficit to 5-4. Then Norway scores a couple baskets in a row. Bailey Grayfold misses, but Heather Ivasovich will grab it back and lay it up and in. It's an 8-5 lead for the Knights. White Cons do a nice job hitting the glass as Kylie Erickson, not quite, but Alex Golfus throws it back up, and it goes in. White Cons were down 15-9 at the half, but the Knights only scored 8 points in the second half, and West Iron County won 37-23. Shorter girls scoreboard because more games were played on Thursday. Hunter Vidala helps Marquette get past Menominee 49-23. Iron Mountain 47-34 over Escanaba. Sheboygan 36, Newberry 32. Sault Ste. Marie doubles up Rogers City +1, 69-34. And in the makeup department, Ironwood over Solon Springs 45-36. NMU and Alaska, trust me, I haven't had a chance to listen, but they're underway and the game is scoreless. Ohio State defeats Lake Superior State 3-2. Western does the same to Michigan. Ferris State 3, Notre Dame 1. Miami gets past Bowling Green 2-1. And in the future Big Ten department, Michigan State defeats Penn State 5-3. That would have, well, they already lost to the under-18s. Never mind. WCHA. Kevin Gravel of Kingsford had an assist for St. Cloud State. Huskies over North Dakota 3-1. Wisconsin 5, Alaska Anchorage 2. Nebraska Omaha gets past Bemidji State 5-3. And Minnesota State, a nice road win at the land of the Golden Gophers 2-1. Also in college hockey, Marion defeats Finlandia 3-2. Finlandia came close in this one, but just could not get over the top. And in high school hockey, after a scoreless first period, Marquette puts 4 on the board in the second and defeats the Chemics of Midland 6-2. I wish everybody good luck who is skiing the No Cayman on Saturday, whether it's the 50-kilometer long race or the 23-24-mile shorter race. Enjoy your skiing through Marquette County. NMU and Michigan Tech basketball teams remain on the road. Tech is at Lake State, and NMU is at Northwood. That's all for this edition of Friday Night Fever. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy your weekend.